Yeah, hi. Tonight was one of the worst wrestling nights I have ever seen in my life. Okay? Both shows were the worst shows one of the worst shows I have ever seen. And I'm embarrassed. This is, by the way, one of the most embarrassing, in terms of wrestling-wise, I have never been embarrassed watching a fucking wrestling show in my life. Wanna know why? Because I had people over. I had people over my house, like family over, and because they knew that, oh, you know, I watch wrestling, whatever. Like, you know, they were like also in a way interested in seeing like how wrestling is nowadays, because they haven't watched in like a long time, and they knew, like, you know, because they know like, oh, you know, Cena came back, or Edge is back, stuff like that, you know, that kind of sense, right? All these wrestlers who are back and blah blah blah, so but like it's not guaranteed they're gonna be there or whatever, right? But like, so they want, and plus, you know, they know I do this. I have never been probably like embarrassed watching a wrestling show than I was tonight, and that goes for both wrestling shows. Both shows were dog shit, terrible. I don't know what to tell you here. Okay, I have never been embarrassed. This was one of the most embarrassing shows I have ever seen. Why? Because these shows are terrible, nonsensical, and it just makes you think, what the fuck was going on? And then it makes you less interested of tomorrow's fucking pay-per-view. I forgot, I haven't forgotten, but it's like, obviously, you know, oh, Money, like, wow, you're used to, like, you know, pay-per-views being on a Sunday, but because Money Bank's on a Saturday, you would think at least they're going to try to make shit exciting, right? But no. Instead of maybe giving us, like, a surprise, like, instead of maybe teasing something, maybe a wrestler will return tomorrow, keep the fucking spot open, who's gonna join? Maybe Cena will be in the match, maybe Edge would return and be part of the fucking match, maybe a fucking legend returning, somebody exciting, giving us something to watch. For God's sakes, there's not gonna be Reigns on the show. Reigns is not gonna be defending the title, which again makes the show, who cares, like, at this point? Like, who cares for watching tomorrow? Why should we watch tomorrow? Like, really? Besides, like, if anything, we already know who, like, besides either Rollins or fucking McIntyre. But it looks like they're teasing, like, McIntyre's gonna freaking win this shit anyways. But, like, wow, God forbid, seriously, I have never been so uninterested with Money in the Bank. And I just can't believe, like, who gives a fuck? I've never been embarrassed watching a show tonight. How they did everything tonight was just retarded. Nonsensical. It was like one of the most retarded Smackdowns I've seen. And obviously with freaking Rampage, I'm just embarrassed, like, that's a wrestling show. And people like, why are you watching this? You know, like, if that's how casuals view Rampage, what does that tell you? That freaking Rampage is nothing, okay? Like, you're lucky you had somewhat of a decent show because you did a War Games match, which is fine, you know, blood and guts and whatever, you know, it's fine. But obviously there were still jobbers. I don't think it's like this great match as people claim. It's like, it's up in the ranks of Michaels versus Cena at Raw, or, you know, any other matches that, like, you know, basically happen on television. You know, I don't think, or like Lesnar versus Kurt Angle in an Iron Man match. I don't think it's like legit, like, that, like, a main event, like, so great main event match that, oh yeah, like, is it really at the same level even as freaking Undertaker versus Batista in their steel cage match? Like, no, I don't think, like, all these matches that people claim that, you know, oh, this match is such a great main event, guys, like, I don't think it is. But other than that, like, but fuck, the Royal Rampage was royal dog shit, because who the fuck was that person winning this fucking shit? These shows are one of the most embarrassing shits I ever seen. Okay? If literally, like, I'm just watching this shit, and it makes people like think, who the fuck are these guys? And like, boy, this is what's going on in wrestling. And they think like I like this shit. I don't. I don't even like this shit at all. Because for God's, like, obviously they know, like, I'm not a fan because I was, like, on my fucking computer during this shit or whatever, but like they're like, what the fuck is going on? And obviously one of the most embarrassing segments happened tonight at SmackDown. We're gonna talk about it. Buckle up. It is time for your late night Smackdown and AEW Rampage or fucking gay rim job review. Okay? Grab your Coca-Cola, drinking my sleep, find me some bitches, go, oh shit, oh shit. Alright, people. I report a little bit. I don't really want a little bit right now, but hey. You get to say, like, this show was so bad that I'm gonna punish myself for even watching this shit. After all, it is 4th of July weekend, right? I could probably be doing other things, but since family is here and they don't want to do much, what can I really do? Other than that, like, basically, hopefully planning to do stuff for 4th of July. So most likely, I'm gonna miss Monday Night Raw. If I do, I might do, like, just the thing is, honestly, fuck it, I need to miss Raw. I need to reclaim my life back and do something exciting. Especially on Sunday. Like, oh lord. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this show, there's no way I like, fuck. Because we know, like, it's not like Cena's gonna be on fucking Raw. It's not like there's gonna be fucking anybody on Raw. Are they really gonna have Lesnar on Raw? I don't think so. It's gonna be a holiday shit show. What can you really say? Okay? SmackDown started with Money in the Bank participants arguing over who's gonna win on ladders. For some reason, you have, and this is really what I know, is a lot of people who basically look back at the 2016 build, because it apparently, I don't know why people look at this as nostalgic. Remember when this shit happens? Why are people looking like this as this is nostalgic? Why? And then, this is what happened tonight. This is what happened tonight. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the fuck is this? Why are we looking at 2016, that build to Money in the Bank, as cool? Oh yeah, it's very cool that wrestlers are on top of a ladder where there's no logic for it. And I literally, one of my cousins on my mom's side, like, they're over. Like, I have a Canadian uncle who's visiting from Canada. At least he didn't lost his mind like a certain Canadian. But for God's sakes, literally, he even, like, I think he's 18 now, right? I haven't seen him in a few years because of COVID, right? But, so, he even said, and this is a young guy, right? But, again, he's growing up, right? He even asked, why are they on ladders? What does that tell you? Like, this is young, he was young, like, a few years ago, you know? He didn't give it. Everybody should ask that question. Okay, I understand he's 18, but, like, it's like, even a 14-year-old, because I thought this guy was still 14, right? I haven't seen this guy in a long time. Even my brother, who's, like, around that age, would ask that question. Why are these people on ladders? What sense does this make? And the sad thing is, people think, like, 2016 is so nostalgic. Are you guys out of your fucking minds if you guys think that is so cool? How is that cool? How is that cool? That is not cool. That is just being retarded. It's not cool at all. It's just dumb. Because what sense, like, really, why would a wrestler be on top of the ladder? What sense booking that is? Oh, that's right. They don't have any fucking intelligence. They're just dumb. We're just gonna have ladders, because get it? It's a ladder match. To remind us of the ladder match. As opposed that this is gonna be a dumpster match. We're gonna have dumpsters everywhere sitting on top of it. You know how retarded it is? It makes no sense. So they're arguing, oh, who's gonna win? Blah, blah, blah. Then we get The Miz, Ezekiel, Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss coming out, and they want to be the last spot. And Adam fucking Pierce comes out and says, you know what? Let's just have a battle royal. Good old battle royal. Why? And then he just says, for the sake of it, let's just for a fun battle royal. Why? Why a battle royal? And then the worst part about this, you have apparently this is all a treat for us. How is this a treat? This ain't no fucking treat, because no one fucking cares about these fucking goddamn wrestlers. They ain't no treat. But yeah, this fucking battle was for nothing. And then for some reason I was reading that, oh, apparently the winner of this match will get the spot, right? Which made me confused because they never announced this. But then they fucking kept saying, oh, the winner will get a shot at the fucking, so it just makes you, and then what's the worst part here is that also the people who already earned their spot are in the Battle Royal for no reason. So what was the point of this shit? This is probably one of the worst booked battle royals I have ever seen, or one of the worst bookings in general. This time that was one of the worst bookings I ever seen on SmackDown. Period. Period. Happy Corbin won, and he originally he won the spot, right? And I'm just thinking, like, what will happen if McIntyre wins? So I was thinking, like, again, what was the point of the Battle Royal? What would they have gained? Because it's not like they're going to gain a stipulation. They're going to gain an advantage. Like, what was the point of this? Like, what was the point? That's right, there was no point. Like, I would understand, like, oh, maybe, God forbid, the winner gets a IC title match at least or something. I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. Like, at least make it sense. Make it make sense, for fuck's sakes. I don't know anymore. Yeah, Happy Corbin won, and literally there was no reason for this win, because it turns out, like, we'll talk about it. The 99 Fart comes in the backstage interview and it says that Ronda Rousey's eyes, or whatever, she fears, I don't know, she sees the fear of Ronda Rousey's eyes, and says that Ronda's not 100% because of my sharpshooter, and vows to make Ronda tap out, and says she only has her baby to comfort or whatever. I'm just thinking to myself, like, bitch, you're fucking disgusting. You have a bunch of Botox, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, God, what would my family think of this? Like, we used to freaking think, like, you know, this show used to have chicks like Kelly, you know? Oh, Kelly, she's a Barbie doll. Who fucking cares? God forbid we have chicks who look attractive. God forbid we have chicks who... Okay, you want a wrestler? Sure, Trish Stratus. None of that now. The Viking Raiders attacked the New Day. I don't freaking know or care about this. Apparently the Viking Raiders are bad guys. And the Viking Raiders, they're coming out like the song that sounds like the fucking Purge. Like, seriously. Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Liv Morgan defeats Lacey Evans, Raquel Rodriguez, and Shit's Blackheart. Becky Lynch was in commentary, just annoying. She can't talk or whatever. Sounds like a man. God forbid, you know, the attractive chicks won. I mean, Liv Morgan's pretty cute. You know, people, that was like the only intriguement. Even my uncle was like joking, oh, now we're talking. You see, that's, people care about hot chicks, not freaking She-Hulks. You know? You know, chicks who look like chicks are always invited to the big black couch any day. You know what I mean there? And everybody likes chicks. Or chicks. Not freaking She-Hulks, especially with Botox, like fucking Natty Night Fart. God damn it, that bitch looks like fucking ugly Miss Piggy. Or freaking just disgusting Botox tranny ass bitch. I'll straight up. Sonya Dykefield tells Adam Pearce that she filed a formal complaint over last week's match and slaps him. I guess she's angry because fucking Pride Month is over and I don't know. I don't care. Kayla Braxton holds Ask Me Anything interview with the Usos and Street Profits before this match, and I just think this is so stupid. Okay. I don't care. Really, this show is stupid. After this, oh yes, this was okay. Oh, I don't even think they announced it. Okay, so like later on the show, I don't even know why this person did not cover this. So basically, what happened? Happy Corbin won the Battle Royal, right? Shouldn't he be like the last participant? Even though I would think that's stupid, but he won the fucking match. Basically, this show was a waste of time because, first of all, this show just goes to show that Adam Pearce has no fucking balls. And is the worst GM I have ever seen in my life. I just hate Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce is garbage. Okay? You're just like, the character of him, he has no character. And the guy is just like, wow, this guy is so bland. No wonder he didn't make it as a wrestler. I do agree with that, with Sonya Deville. And for God's sakes, like, why is this guy even a thing? I don't even know why. God forbid, how about freaking have McMahon, I don't know, be a GM. Or freaking, I don't know, be in charge. Mac, you literally hear, by the way, like, you know how fucking smart posters say, you know, everyone's happy to be here? Literally, Mac Tab Moss says, I'm just happy to be here. That is not hyperbole. All these wrestlers, that's their character. Just, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. Or I don't go hurt people. If I'm a good guy, I'm just happy to be here. Shut up. Then Adam Pearce just announced that, you know what? The four of you will get the shot. We'll face each other in a fatal four-way, which is just going to show you, why didn't you just book this shit? You basically wasted my time tonight. I have never been so angry when I fucking heard just like, what the fuck? Obviously, I had to hold my composure, but it's like, what the fuck was that? So what was the point of the Battle Royal? They finally do this whole Max to pre-model thing. And this gimmick, and guess what? This gimmick, no matter who's part of it, it already ruined Max Dupree or Eli Drake, LA Knight, whatever. Because God, it ruins everybody. And it managed to ruin two wrestlers even more. I've never felt so sorry and felt so bad for two wrestlers in my life with this shit. So they repackaged them. I mean, they still have their names, but so it's Mace, but he's Mace. And then you have Mansoor as Mansoor. I've never felt so bad for Mansoor, or like I feel bad for Mansoor. Mansoor's my guy. You wanna know why? Because for God's sakes, Mansoor, he goes from freaking trolling Shia LaBeouf. And, you know, he will not divide us. You know, freaking trolling all these liberals. That BuzzFeed writer from fucking 4chan or whatever. He was fucking cool. We know this guy's not a libtard. Yet you ruined this guy by establishing that, you know what? He's a homosexual now. And I feel so bad for him because they managed to make him look like a fucking homosexual. I fucking feel sorry for this dude. Oh, what's the problem with homosexual? No, it's everything's problem with homosexual. Shut the fuck up. I've never felt so... Because this guy, you know, deep down, this guy feels like, why there's me... Oh, God, can I just go back to 4chan? I regret becoming a WWE wrestler. I just feel... I feel for the guy. Really, they freaking makes him so fucking flamboyant and gay, and I feel bad for the fucker. Like, seriously. And Mice, you think fucking... What's the stupid group's name? Retribution is terrible? Boy, how they fucking made him worse even more. They made him look like a bigger joke than he was in Retribution. If you think that Retribution was bad enough, they managed to make him way worse than he was in Retribution. I never thought you could get even worse than Retribution, and yet they did. What a joke. What a fucking joke this fucking segment was. I see why people complain that, where's the wrestling? But here's the fucking thing. You need to establish characters. But here's the thing. This is the worst way of establishing a character. This is one of the worst ways of making a fucking character for a wrestler. Obviously, wrestlers, you need gimmicks. But God, whoever's fucking head of the gimmick department don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You think Vince Russo, back in the day when he was making the fucking greatest era in history, the Attitude Era, you think he would do this shit to Mansoor? Or fuck, you know what he would do? He would fucking make Mansoor a fucking troll character, trolling all these libtards. And he would fucking be like, Allah Akbar, and but like, oh see, I trolled you. He would make him be like that and fucking Mansoor. The guy was, Mace. Mace, he was freaking, apparently, D-Lo Madden or whatever, but he was like the commentator originally when Raw became, commentator, I don't know. But then he was like a big fucking, I don't know, he's like a former football player. You could do so much with the guy. Establish this guy as a big black motherfucker, like, you know, tough guy deal, right? But no, let's make them as male models. Establish them being flamboyant and gay. Congrats, WWE, you're fucking terrible. And I'm surprised you do this fucking when it's not Gay Pride Month. God damn it. It's gay. Gay Pride Month is over. Why the frick you doing this shit? Fucking terrible, I tell you. And plus what's worse of this too, not just I'm embarrassed for fucking all these people involved in this shit. I'm embarrassed of myself because they're just thinking to myself, what the fuck am I watching? My freaking legit people who were with me today were thinking like, what the fuck are you watching? I have never felt so embarrassed and how fucking dog shit this show was. Embarrassing! God, wrestling is just dead, isn't it? But wrestling's back, guys. AEW's gonna save us. No, it's not. AEW's gay! And the main event, Madcap Moss defeats The Miz, Happy Corbin, Ezekiel in a fatal 4 shitfest for the freaking Money in the Bank spot. So great. We're not going to have any surprises. I was thinking like, oh, maybe Happy Corbin, because they're going to do the stupid same bullshit that Happy Corbin, for some reason, he has to win to make sure that he's the only last participant, but apparently he doesn't. So just going to show that this Battle Royal made no sense, and Happy Corbin, Madcap, whatever the fuck he calls himself, is the freaking... How does this make any sense? Seriously, how does this make any sense? I don't know. It's not worth getting so angry, but just like, how did this make any sense? Where is the logic? What nonsense did you fucking pile up with this shit? I want to fucking know. And God forbid, nothing to look forward to. You really think Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins are gonna fucking save this shit? No, no, they're not. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I don't hate McIntyre, but they fucking ruined him. And Seth Rollins, I'm sorry. I will give credit where it's due. Seth Rollins, he's one of the examples of a shit character, but a great wrestler. He is a great wrestler. No doubt about that. But goddammit, his character is shit. He's just a prima donna fucking flamboyant fucker. Fucking faggot. And I forgot to mention this on fucking Raw. On Raw, freaking him and Cena had a segment like, you mentioned, you lost like the Money in the Bank, which would have made sense. Like, why not have Cena? This lead to Cena redemption type of shit, and then freaking, I don't know, like something like that, and then freaking, but like, you know what the worst part I didn't get to mention back in my Raw review? Fucking Seth Rollins looked like a fucking flamboyant prima donna. Like, seriously, what a fucking fag. Compared to Cena, who looks fucking like young, like who looks like a fucking like a kid who doesn't grow up. Like, fucking, how does he look more manly than fucking flamboyant ass Seth Rollins? Like, seriously. Yeah, so overall, SmackDown was shit. One of the worst SmackDowns I've ever fucking seen, and it's not hyperbole. Now let's move on to Rim Job, okay? Let's move on to the Royal Rim Job, or the Royal Rampage as they call it. So they're basically ripping off the Royal Rumble. Oh, it starts with 4 people, but it's ripping off the Royal Rumble. That's what it was. It was ripping off the Royal Rumble. They ripped off the fucking Royal Rumble. They did it. Oh, but it's Casino. They ripped off the Royal Rumble. They legit did it. I was like at least thinking, okay, maybe in this match you just have multiple, you have everybody. Like, they'll just call it the Royal, I don't know, but it literally was the Royal Rumble. And sure, there was a point for this Rumble. I give it that. Okay, you're lucky. You have, it just makes you go to thinking, like, why did WWE even do a Royal Rumble? I mean, a Rumble, what is this, stupid Battle Royal shit tonight? Legit for no reason. Like, again, I just think this whole, why are they trying even to compete at the same time when there's a dog shit? I don't fucking know. I just don't know. All I have to say is, sure, they did a Battle Royal. That's always kind of fun. But the problem with this is the winner. So, Brody King won the Battle Royal. And you wondering who the fuck Brody King is? I don't blame you. So, Brody King, he's like the guy who's part of the stupid faction of Malachi Aleister Black. And I'm just thinking to myself, really? This guy won. We're supposed to be imitated and, oh, but, like, really? When this guy hasn't even been booked to the main event and he won? Like, even though Hangman Page by default should have been number 1 contender, shouldn't he have won? Or heck, as much as I hate this shit, even Darby Allin or a legit heel, if you want a heel to win this shit, obviously, couldn't you actually have somebody who people know? Somewhat, that even the indie fans know? Oh, but let's have Brody King, guys, because getting he's Brody Lee, or I mean, no, he has the same name as Brody Lee, Luke Harper. And I remember, because, like, wasn't, like, fucking John Moxley, Dean Ambrose's first title fight was against fucking Luke Harper? So I guess they're just basically going backwards, ripping off their stupid shit. Like, how does this make any sense? And I'm sorry, like, why? I don't know. I get it. Maybe in the Indies his name also Brody King or whatever. But, like, I don't care. I just think this is stupid. And why the hell did he win, out of all people? Like, seriously, get the fuck out of here. Like, you can't just have somebody who no one really knows or someone that's not built to the main event. I'm not saying this guy's a jobber, but I'm sorry, like, this guy is not built to be the main eventer. This is supposed to be like the fucking main event for your title match because they announced it's gonna be a fucking out of Dynamite. But whatever. I don't freaking know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Battle Royal was just basically whatever. The Young Bucks defeated Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi. I'm just thinking to myself, why the fuck this is happening? No one fucking knows who these Japanese wrestlers are. Stop. You wonder why you get shit ratings too. Because no one knows who the fuck these guys are. Okay? And I'm just having people telling me, who the fuck are these people? And it's like, why are we watching this? Like, how is it that you make people more intrigued to watch The Rise of Skywalker than this shit? Because, like, by the time you found out, like, oh, okay, after this, we're going to show Rise of Skywalker. That's literally the only intrigue. I guarantee you that Rise of Skywalker, no matter how shit it was, got more ratings than fucking Rim Job, okay? I don't know why this is not listed here, but I remember Hook had an interview, and boy, was it terrible. Listen, I thought, you know, this guy's supposed to be, you know, but this guy just sounds like a, what is the goal with this guy? So you're trying to establish that he's like a high schooler, and like, he doesn't care, and apparently he's cool that he cuts a shit promo, like he tried to act tough. It's like fucking a high schooler trying to act tough to a fucking weak, like a weak freaking, school teacher. You know what I mean? It's not badass, it's just fucking looking dumb and retarded. I'm not trying to hate on Hook, but like, fuck, how does this make any freaking sense? It's just like embarrassing. It's like, how is this cool? And I'm sorry, that's not good mic skills. And the main event, or whatever, before that, Tully Blanchard Enterprise versus Jonathan Gresham and Morali is announced. Again, it's just stupid RH is announced for next week. Who fucking cares? And the main event, I don't know why they did Diva shit. They had Diva shit main event. And again, like my family members were asking, holy fuck, who is that a man? Like, why? Who is that? And I told them it's a man, it's a trainee. And it's like, they're like, beyond belief, like, really? Oh my god, like. So, yeah, they couldn't believe that Nyla Rose is wrestling, you know. Oh, they're transphobic. Fuck you. Okay, how about, that's what I have to say. Fuck you, piece of shit. You're all killing wrestling. I'm surprised that Toni Storm won this shit. Apparently this match was not received well. I don't know. Yeah, again, this was taped. Why did I watch it? Because, I don't know. I had shit to do. But Toni Storm defeated Nyla Rose, a man. And people were thinking, like, well, how did this happen? But yeah, and then, oh, Marina Shafir attacked her or whatever. I don't even know, like, how does she inflict more pain than the man? And then Thunder Rosa, wow, Thunder Rosa, who fucking cares? And then, yeah, just stupid shit. So basically, women main event crap was talking dog shit. Why couldn't just the Rampage, the Royal Rampage match? I don't fucking know. You would have done more justice if the entire show was the Royal Rumble match or whatever. But again, like, ending the match, having the match won by a guy that no one really knows. And he's not even, like, a main eventer. How does that make any sense? I don't know what to tell you. That's like having fucking Matt Morgan winning the Royal Rumble. If he won this time as WWE. You understand, like, oh, but he's big, you like big. No, he's an example of fucking shit big guy. You understand that that's stupid, right? The guy's not a main eventer, and you have him win. I don't know. And same thing with Madcap Moss. Like, seriously, he's not a main eventer. All these guys are not main eventers, and they're main eventing the show. This is what happens when you fucking don't have stars, and you don't have the fucking champion. The champion should be fucking in the pay-per-view, no matter what. God, Money Bank's gonna suck. Unless you do something to surprise us. But overall, the fucking card looks like shit. This entire show is shit. Both shows are shit. This is one of the worst nights to be a wrestling fan. Till next time. Yeah, bye. Fucking embarrassing to be a fan of this shit. And I'm not even a fan of current wrestling. Modern wrestling sucks and is trash.